So the XP Twerk, as I like to call it, is still working, and it's an amazing tool. It's amazing how you could just knock somebody out, bring them out, and just start twerking for XP with just this simple thing. The thing is that there are people who are against it, and I did a video where I wanted to get everyone's take on it. Now, a lot of people are for this technique, but there was one specific individual who was against it and posted a comment that was so incredibly poetic. It was such an incredible argument against using this technique. But that person removed their comment. I guess, maybe they were worried about retaliation, people jumping on them. And I just want to let that person know that I would have protected you, trust me, because your argument was so incredible. And this video, I'm going to discuss what the comment was and why it was such a great argument against using this technique. I'm Darkstrider, the YouTube assassin, and we're going to get into this. Now, I'm not going to say this person's name, but this person put something to the effect, and I'm so angry with myself that I didn't get like a snapshot of it so that I could actually like give you guys more information on it and like let you guys know exactly what was said. But it was something to the effect of uh you did not gain anything, you didn't grow, you learned nothing. And there were like a couple of other things and whatnot. And when I saw this, like I was absolutely not insulted. I wasn't insulted because I kind of looked at those words and I was like, wow, okay, wait, I kind of see where this person is coming from. And that's what I wanted. My whole point in starting that video was not to defend the glitch and, like call people out and let's all gang up on everybody who doesn't like the glitch. No, the whole point was to open up a discussion as to why it's either good or bad. What is the deal with this glitch? Why are people upset with it? And like I said, that was just an amazing statement. And I will tell you why. This exploit is definitely about growth. You're able to just in minutes go from level 1 all the way to 99 if you do it right. Okay? When I first showed this glitch, this exploit, it was basically so that people, who are like level 70, 80, you don't have to grind that hard to get what you wanted. Or if you wanted to get a couple of extra ability points for that build, you were able to do it. All right? That was the whole point of this. It wasn't so that you could just abuse it really to go from like 1 to 99. And a lot of you are finding that out the hard way. It's like really crazy. Some people actually used it. I know one person commented that their PlayStation broke down or something like that, and they had to get a new one. And in getting a new one, they didn't have any of their data, but they did have a level 70 character. They had got to level 99 normally, just playing the game. But then, they lost their data and they ended up going and getting a new system, and they downloaded the data that was uploaded and they were level 75, so they used it to get to 99 and get the ability points basically where they were before. To me, that's acceptable. Okay? And I don't think too many people who are actually against this would argue that. You did work hard for it and then you lost it all. So, I mean, I would cut a little slack there. And like I said, people that wanted just a couple of extra ability points, even, like YouTubers and certain people who wanted to experiment with what it would be like to actually be a god and like have everything, all the ability points. You're going to experiment with that too. So that I could also see. But then there's some of you that have taken it way too far. Now, if you know me, you know I have a bunch of different files that I do a bunch of different things on. I'm trying a bunch of different things out, exploring. So I have that one file that's OP, and then I have a bunch of other files that like I just use actually, like my Cassandra file, which is not OP, that I use for actually doing builds and stuff like that because it makes no sense to do a build with an OP character. It's just crap. I made an Alexios file just to explore this trick and see what's going on. And I gotta say that if any of you are like actually doing this, this is unacceptable XP. 265 points per teabag, and you're seriously doing this from like low level all the way to high level. Even if you have a rapid fire controller or if you use like a auto clicker on the keyboard, this is kind of crazy. But you know what? I carried on just to see what the possibilities be from this. It really did not take me long to get to level 99. It just took like maybe an hour, maybe a little over. But immediately there was a ton of stuff wrong. First of all, I had an army of ability points and I put my ability points in the most relevant places. But then when I wanted to upgrade it to level 3, because that's where it's most powerful, as you can see, it says progress further in the story. So I actually have to go and play story missions in order to get a bunch of these to levels 2 and 3. So that's a major, major pain in the rear. Okay, that's insane. Another problem that I ended up having was coming over to the blacksmith and trying to upgrade my equipment. Look at this. Look at how much I need just to upgrade a simple item. Okay, now in my journey as I was playing, I did come across a mercenary who came to like whip me, and somehow through some miracle I was able to fight it and get this crown. And still, this is the most expensive or the highest level piece that I have, and look at the expenses. I do not have the drachmae, I do not have the resources to do this. So how am I supposed to get this? Honestly, for me, it's a simple solution, because all I have to do is go to the store and get gear that I already have. As you can see, I come over to the owned tab, and I already have a ton of gear that I can download for myself because I have all those other files. But that's simple for me. What are you guys doing? How are you getting any of this stuff? And then when I actually get the items that I, just had laying around on the store from other files, higher level files, I can go to them, and as you can see, they're level 99. So that saves me some time, okay? Especially depending on what kind of build I want, be it a warrior, an assassin, or a hunter. I have all the gear that I need in those files. But the thing is, how are you guys doing this? This is absolute nonsense. I can't even imagine how you're going to go and get all this gear, all this equipment, all these resources in order to do this. Another thing that I find is just, as I'm trying to go around and get this stuff, I'm relatively weak. I have really weak weapons, weak items. I'm not going to be able to do this. There are some things that you can do. You can go and you can raid like various areas. Like if you could find a fortress and you can sneak in there and sneak out without being seen and just grab a couple of items. Maybe they're epic, maybe they're rare, so that way you've got it. But this is absolute nonsense. This is really going to be a pain. A great way to get resources I've always found is to go into the sea and just attack other ships. But my ship is weak. Look at this. I'm level 99, so are they. Take them out. If I go to my ship screen, I really don't have enough resources to take care of everything that I need. Look at this. I might have some of these resources, but I'm not going to be able to get it all. And the only reason I even have any of these resources is because I had a lot of high level gear in between leveling where I was, I would recruit somebody, then I'd have to go and attack another person. It took forever for me to attack that person, knock them out, and then start doing this glitch. This is actually crazy. So the reality of this all is that that person was absolutely right. I didn't grow. I didn't gain anything. And neither did you in this scenario where you're going from 1 to 99 and then you have to figure out how to do all this stuff. And then not just do all this stuff, you have to actually backtrack and go and do all these missions. And these main constraint missions are really not to be had at this level. Level 99 is not the time to learn how to play the game. I'm a decent gamer at this. I can basically fight people and like survive and dodge and everything like that because I've been playing the game straight through without going to do this glitch all the way to 99 and even beyond to getting a couple of the ability points. But the thing is that for any of you who are doing this, who are going from like level 1 to 99, I don't see how you're surviving. I don't see how you're doing this. This has to be really difficult. You're either going to end up buying stuff off of the store, or, you're going to have some struggles trying to learn the game and also get gear that you need for your current level. It's going to get really, really crazy. Now, I know I'm the guy who always says there is no wrong way to play this game, and I absolutely stand by that. There really is no wrong way to play this game. You do any of the tricks that you need to do. You play on any mode that you want, easy, nightmare, whatever. It's up to you. You play the game how you want. The only thing is that this person with their little paragraph actually opened my eyes to something else. Even though there is no wrong way to play the game, maybe there is a smarter way to actually play the game. In Assassin's Creed Origins, we did have the exploit where we were able to go and talk to Retta and get multiple items from him as well as a bunch of XP. So you could level indefinitely. And then Ubisoft patched that. But other than that, I ended up showing you different places where you can go and farm for drachma or for materials that you would need in order to level your gear. And there were a bunch of people who actually were really upset. They would say, oh, that area is a higher level than I am. That's a level 30 area. That's a level 50 area. That's a level 70 area. What's going on? Do you have anything for somebody who is my level 10? And my advice was always just to play the game. If you're level 10, you really don't need to farm. You really don't need extra drachma and all kinds of materials and stuff like that. You just needed to play through the game and get what you needed to get. So maybe, just maybe, in fact, not maybe, there is a smarter way of doing this. All right? You have to experience the game. You have to play the game. You have to fail. You have to mess up. You have to restart. You have to reload. You have to do all kinds of stuff in order to actually grow, as this person has stated. You need to learn the game, not just the basics, but all kinds of stuff. You need to challenge yourself. Otherwise, what is the point? I'm not sorry that I showed people how to do this glitch. Just like I'm not sorry I showed people how to do other things in the game, like maybe cheese the Erythian boar or anything else like that. But as you can see, you get to a point where you're just really weak and you really need to do other things in order to advance if you're just doing this glitch from 0 to 99. It's really crazy. So yeah, maybe there is a smarter way of playing the game. And in fact, yes, there is. And it's in playing the game. just getting to 99 just to say you did really doesn't get you anywhere. It really doesn't get you anything. And that's what this person was trying to convey. And they did it so brilliantly. Other people were giving weak arguments. They were saying, oh, it's a cheat. It's a glitch and you're exploiting it. You're a cheater. If you're cheating here, you'll cheat in other things. You'll cheat in everywhere. But the thing is, by those definitions of cheating, you guys are cheating just watching YouTube videos, by staying informed, by learning something new. If that's your definition of cheating, doing this glitch, then any form of information that you receive is in fact cheating, and that's what you guys are telling me. And those are really weak arguments. But this person, this beautiful, intelligent, eloquent person stated it in such a way that I enjoyed their idea on this argument, on this debate. And I could see from their point of view, and it was amazing. And that's what I wanted. I wanted people to come out and debate, not say anything weak, not, your mom, or, you suck, or you're not a real gamer or anything like that. A real gamer actually pushes the envelope. A real gamer learns different things that are involved in the game. And that's what I did. That's what YouTubers do. They show you exploits. They show you things. They show you different ways of doing this. And on top of that, they show you failures. They show you what they learn. You really never know. Having all those ability points may actually turn out to be a burden. Maybe maxing everything out, it actually makes you slower, weaker, some kind of problem. You don't know. Maybe there's really no point to it. Maybe you have all those ability points and you actually suck where you thought that you would strive. And that's all part of the game. That's all part of the learning experience. So I want to know in the comments below, what do you think of that? Do you think that there's no problem with that? Do you see this person's point of view? Would you actually do maybe a mix of both? Maybe you do use the exploit, but maybe before you did that, you end up getting to 99, or maybe you want to learn the game before you actually get into the exploit. Or maybe you don't even do the exploit. There's nothing wrong with any way that you play the game. This video is not telling you to actually go and use the exploit, and it's not telling you not to use the exploit. I'm just trying to open your mind, as this person obviously opened mine. It was actually amazing the way that it was worded, and I really wish that this person would have left that comment up, because I thought that comment was absolutely brilliant. It was incredible. Everything that person stated made so much sense, and I loved it. So again, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think that person was right? Do you think that maybe that person was a little off? Do you think that maybe, like me, you actually see that person's point of view? And whether you're for or against this exploit, would you be willing to see what that person's point of view is if they're for or against it? Or are you just completely closed-minded and your opinion is your opinion and you don't care what anybody else says? They're either right or they're wrong. I mean, that's what makes everything so beautiful when we come together as a group. We actually see both sides of the story. There are a bunch of you that will not use this exploit, and the thing is that you don't care whether people do or not. They're cheating themselves, or they're messing with themselves, or you already see the problems that they're going to run into. And the people who are using this exploit, you guys, again, also don't care. You paid for the game. You're going to use your exploit, whether you want to or not. Or maybe you just use it a little bit. Some people have different reasons for doing different things. Some people will go and watch a YouTube video and learn to do something differently just so that they could get past a certain point. And other people, again, it might be cheating. I want to know in the comments below. And also, Anybody who comments, I want you to know that, like, I absolutely respect your opinion, okay? Whether you're for or against it, you all make a lot of sense. And I can see both sides of the story. I just do not like weak arguments, or arguments that just seem petty, or that just make it look like, you're ignorant, you just don't care, you know? You could have any opinion you want, but don't be that person that just blows the whistle, you know? You make me think of like certain people who are just like, okay, this is right and this is wrong. There is no gray area. There's always a gray area, and usually we always find it. A lot of it is in politics. That's why I don't like to talk about politics in my channel. But then there are arguments that, do have a gray area. And if you can't see a gray area in a certain argument, I kind of think there's something wrong with you. I see gray areas in a lot of stuff. There are obviously gonna be like absolute no, there is no gray area when it comes to like, let's say like molestation of kids or rape. There is no gray area. There is right and wrong there. Okay, but something like this where like you're playing a game and there is gray areas. There are gray areas. If you're playing multiplayer and you're affecting other people, to me, again, in that instance, there is no gray area. You can't play a multiplayer game and hide underneath the map or anything like that, and I'd be okay with that. No. Nor would I show people how to do that. To me, that's like really over-the-top cheese. And it's got to be fun for everyone. It's got to be fair for everyone. But in a single-player game, I don't see the harm in it. Just like Nintendo had Nintendo Power back in the 80s and 90s, where they purposely showed you exploits in one-player games so that you could play through. There was no, nobody thought of it as like cheating. Nobody thought of it as being bad. It was actually fun, and even for Nintendo, it was fun. But, again, that's just my opinion. But what's yours? I want to know in the comments below. Other than that, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. And as always, thank you for watching.